turd. Citric. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, it's Hattie from Ladies in the Locker Room. Let's get right down to business. Is anybody going to be able to stop him? I don't know. You know who it is. His team is 5-0. Those Denver Broncos are going bananas. Peyton Manning has come back with a vengeance. He is really just unstoppable, untouchable. Now, he did throw his first interception in 20 games yesterday. But let me tell you, they played the Jets. I'm sorry, not the Jets. They played the Cowboys. How about those Cowboys? Cowboys came out looking really, really good. Tony Romo looked the best he's looked all season. He hung in there. They scored a point. He scored a point. It was first 14-0. Everybody got a little bit nervous. Peyton Manning, 14-0. Tony Romo was up. But for some reason, Peyton Manning got settled in, sat down, got his guys rallied around him, came back and outscored him. It came down to the wire, 48-48. It was the highest scoring game in the NFL yesterday. And it came down to a couple seconds and a field goal. And of course, Peyton Manning's team pulled it out. I've got to say, those Cowboys have been struggling ever since they got that new stadium. And now the Giants have a new stadium. They're 0-5. And now the Falcons want a new stadium. Do we want the Falcons to have a new stadium and start playing like these guys? I'm just saying. I don't know. You tell me. How about those Falcons? Tonight, the Falcons are going to play the New York Jets. Now, the New York Jets have been struggling. Everybody will say, oh, it's probably going to be an easy win. In the NFL, anybody that knows the game, it's never an easy win. No team, no game is ever an easy win. The Falcons and the Jets are going to play tonight in Atlanta. We're going to see what's going to happen. The Falcons, they need a win. They really got to hang in there. Right now, D. Breezy, you know what I'm talking about, Drew Brees, he's kicking butt in our division. So, in order for the Falcons to stay alive, they really need a win tonight. We'll see what's happening. This is your girl, this is Hattie, and that's my action.
Hello everybody, my name is Rahmana. I'm coming to you with the ladies in the locker room in the ATL, Georgia. Woo! What an exciting season we are having. Now I know everyone is into the NFL. We haven't finished out that season yet, but I'm really excited about the NBA season starting. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on. After a roller coaster of a ride for the last few years with this trading frenzy, everybody going every which way. We got Superman after a lackluster season with the Lakers. He's gone on to Houston. We lost Ray Allen. I was heartbroken. And like everyone else, I'm wondering who's going to be wearing green and white this year. The entire Celtics team has been dismantled. It's amazing. We'll see what they have to give us with a whole new lineup. Ray Allen left. I was heartbroken, but he went to the Heat. He had a slow start, but he brought that magic up out of him at the end of the season. And what I'm really excited about is Derrick Rose coming back after being out over 500 days with what could have been really an ending of his career. He was criticized, he was talked about, he was maligned. He did not let it get to him. He knows his body. I respect him for taking the time that he needed, and now he's back with a victory of 82-76 over the Indiana Pacers, who were a surprise last season by taking the Heat all 7 games and into overtime. We made LeBron had to find it in him. He gave that to Paul George on the court because that's an emerging young star, him and Roy Hibbert. So we'll see. We are excited to see what Derrick Rose has in store for us this season. The Chicago Bulls are going to be contenders once again. So I can't wait. I know you're excited too.
Action.
Hi everyone, so my name is Samaya and I'm here to talk to you all about Sunday Night Football. Oh my gosh, everyone loves Sunday Night Football. But yesterday, we all watched the Green Bay Packers versus my favorite hometown team, the Detroit Lions. Now, honestly, I have not been a fan since Ron Harris. And I'm sorry, I hope I didn't give away my age by saying that. But Reggie Bush is now on the team. Everybody loves Reggie Bush. So yesterday he showed us his talents with playing against the Green Bay Packers. And unfortunately, we didn't have such a good game. The Green Bay Packers beat us 22-9. And so that now makes the Lions 3-2 with their new scoring. So hopefully Reggie Bush should come back this week and give us a good run for our money and make Lions #1 again.
The Hudson Grill, centrally located at 6317 Roswell Road in Sandy Springs, Georgia. The Hudson Grill, where you can find all the sporting events with TV monitors and sports games to play. Where fine dining meets sports for the best wings, the juiciest burgers, the great pasta dishes. Oh, and shrimp and grits like you've never had them. The Hudson Grill. Join us today. All right, ladies, it's that time. Tonight we've got the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. So, who do you think's gonna win? And what are you looking at in tonight's game? We're gonna start with
Well, I'm super excited about this new quarterback, Smith from the Jets. Like, that's who I'm rooting for. I know I should be an Atlanta fan, but I'm really excited with these New Jersey Jets. Like, they're gonna take it. I feel like they're gonna
Now, it's funny you say New Jersey Jets. A lot of people don't know. The New York Jets actually play in New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
But they're still called the New York Jets. Same as the New York Giants. They actually play in New Jersey. They don't play in New York. Both teams play in that brand new big MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, not in New York. Funny you say that. All right. Rahmana.
I think after that disappointing loss to the Patriots the other night, I think the Hawks are gonna. I'm sorry. I think the Falcons. Excuse me.
Got your Hawks on your mind.
I got NBA on the mind. I think the Falcons are gonna step up. I think they're gonna get this one tonight.
Well, Falcons have got to step up. As I said earlier, in order to stay competitive in our division, behind Drew Brees, which they're very much behind Drew Brees right now, they got to win. And it's hard to watch sometimes. The Falcons have got so much talent. They've got a lot of talent. In Julio Jones, in Tony Gonzalez, in Matt Ryan, in Weatherspoon. I mean, they've got talent. So they've just got to really put it together and win.
Especially in that second half.
Yeah.
It's like they have to get that closing.
It's like they come out strong.
And they need that oomph to just take it away.
Yeah.
Just bring it home.
Yeah, it's like they come out strong and then they just lose it somewhere down the line.
They get tired. They lose the great oomph. They lose.
And to get it tired, now that's the thing, that you would say that. Let's take a look at that.
Yes.
Are they not as good a condition as you think they are? If they're getting tired by that fourth quarter, maybe we need to talk to the conditioning camp. We need the conditioning coach. The Falcons have really got to kind of figure out what it is, what is wrong. We know what is right and wrong. We know what is right. I'm sorry. We know that Matt Ryan is good. We know that Tony Gonzalez is good. We know that Julio Jones is good. We know that Ronnie White is good. We know that Witherspoon is good. We know that Jackson, the running back. We know we got all these good things going on. But what is wrong? We got to figure it out.
By the way, to extend that energy or maybe not give so much of it again, conserve it. But
Something. Got to figure it out.
I'm shooting for the Jets. I mean, y'all
All right,
can see the Falcons.
all right,
I am shooting for the Jets.
All right, so let's see who are our picks. We already know your pick is the Jets.
Yes.
All right, what's your pick?
tonight, I think we're going to go ATL. Go for the Falcons.
And you know I'm going for my Falcons.
Green and white.
I gotta go for my Falcons. I gotta go for my Falcons, and like I said, they really gotta turn it around. But we'll see what happens. But you see, we got 2 reds and 1 green. We'll see. And I thought you were going green, just like that green. I didn't know. But all right, we'll see what happens. There's another topic I did want to mention. We talked a little bit about the new concussion law, the concussion rule. There was a ruling very recently, and there was a big lawsuit. A lot of players sued the NFL and won. Now they got to figure out where they're going to spend all this money and who's going to get it. And what happened is years ago, guys were actually getting concussions and coach was like, get back in there.
Yeah.
And I don't think the coach always knew the player had the concussion, but they didn't know. Now they're making them more accountable for these men's bodies because now years later, these guys are saying that they're afraid to go too far away from home because they're scared they're not gonna remember how to get back because these concussions are causing them to have all kind of mental issues and it's really bad. And I don't think enough has been said about it so that the fans know exactly what this big argument is and what this lawsuit is. But it's pretty bad. There's some young players. They're not old. People think of Alzheimer's in their 70s and 80s and 90s. People get Alzheimer's, but when you've got guys in their 40s that are suffering from memory loss and different kind of problems that they know have stemmed from when they played in the NFL, and now that's why you notice if a guy gets called out and think he might have a concussion, he's out of the game, and a doctor has to really check before he can come back in.
I think that's a good thing, and I mean, I'm glad the attention is being drawn to it, but my thing is, what's the solution? And I was discussing this with my friend the other night. I was like, what can we do? And apparently what's on the table is they're going to making certain rules illegal.
Yes, they've done that. Well, they've already done that. They've already done that. You cannot hit helmet to helmet.
Right. Hello.
You can't hit helmet to helmet.
Yeah.
Now, that wasn't always illegal.
Yeah.
That was okay at some point in time. But I think that's a good thing for a lot of reasons. Here in Atlanta, I believe that one of our players, our high school player, hit helmet to helmet or ran into another player. But the one that did the hitting is the one that died. He got a really bad concussion and he died. So they've reconstructed the helmet. I really believe that they're doing everything they can think of to do. They don't want their players to die or get hurt or get paralyzed or concussion.
You got to think that at one point who's accountable. Okay, another player was saying they don't want to say anything to the coach. Coach told them to get back in there. But where's the team players saying, okay, coach, I can't go in there. I have a concussion. I'm not feeling my best.
Well, see,
they need
that's
to
the
speak up.
problem.
That is
Well,
the
see,
problem.
now that's the problem. Players are so busy sometimes being players. They're not, no, I'm all right. I'm okay.
I do it.
And you'll see it.
Birds.
How many fingers? How many fingers am I holding? 8. Players they're so headstrong and they want to play. It's the players too that want to get back in. You can see them, like if a player gets pulled out and he's hurt, oh my God, they're over there on the sideline kicking things and mad. They're angry. They don't
But
want
that's
to go.
because now we know what's happening off the field, and that's
No. They're kicking things because they're mad because now they have to come out.
No, but I'm
They're mad about coming
right.
out.
I understand, but what I'm saying is, in the past, they're like, well, I can play, I feel fine now.
I'm okay.
So what's important is that we're finding out what's happening after the game.
And see, and that's who needs to know is the player that what happens later is tough.
They probably be more educated to know,
They have started that
if you
too.
get a concussion, these are the side effects. So it's not just memory loss for long term, okay? I know you want to play the game, or you want to win, but you need to know the side effects and the risk of what's going on with playing these games.
And that's what they've done. And like I said, I have to come to the defense of the league. They have started taking a lot more precautions and educating the players and the coaches and teams in general about concussion. Because now, after the fact, they have so many key players who have those problems later on in life. That years ago when they played, they just didn't know that this was going to happen. They just played. So now they are taking all those precautions to make sure that
It's funny how a lawsuit can make all these things come about. When you get the pockets, you get answers.
and we'll have to talk about next week exactly how much that lawsuit was. It's huge. It's huge. So now they've got to go back and look at all the players that have had some kind of a problem or are still having some kind of a problem that's connected to a possible.
It's a good thing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching Ladies in the Locker Room. Thanks for joining us. And again, we have your name, Damaya. Rahmana. We're going to call her Rock for sure. And of course, I'm Hattie. You can join us every Monday night at the fabulous Hudson Grill. located on Roswell Road in Sandy Springs, Georgia. Great food, great sports, and a good time. If you want to come to the Ladies in the Locker Room, hit us up on ladiesintheLockerRoom.com or just come out and check us out on Monday nights at the Hudson Grill in Sandy Springs, Georgia. Thanks, good night, and we'll see you next week. Good night.